And if you get, um, well,
Yeah.
Mike, I I'm in a spot. Um, the question's going to come to you. What are you working on, brother? And apparently, there is some new developments as of recent minutes. You can share if you want, how you want, when you want, or what are you working on now, Mike?
Well, no, I mean, I honestly, as part of like I said, the program Boots on the Ground with, as I call it, Boots on the Ground for both brand ambassadors that are vetted and nonprofits that are vetted. Because I will say that the one thing for my banking background that was beneficial is I used to look at GuideStar all the time for nonprofits, and it was now Candid, I guess, right? I look at their financials, and it's not always updated, but I've seen veteran nonprofits that have 25 million in revenues. I think we shared, and I'm not going to mention names, but have $95 million in a brokerage account, right? I'm like, well, okay.
Wow.
I would get it if they had $1 billion in a budget and 95 million in a brokerage account, so 10% of their revenues or whatever. But there are nonprofits that aren't serving, that are big, that aren't serving, they're not putting their money into program expenses that they should be. Bottom line, and no one, but it doesn't show it on their site, obviously, and so like. I do, when I look at nonprofits to support it, I do vet them and make sure that they are legitimately putting their monies back into the community, into veterans. Because imagine having $95 million. I don't know how many veterans that could help with their different causes, but I think that's a lot. And so that's my challenge is, so like you guys, obviously, I mean, there's a lot of people running on a shoestring budget, or they're putting all their money, their volunteers putting money back into the community. And those are the people I want to support, right? So as part of like the leg for Boots on the Ground for the nonprofit component, I'm vetting those as well. And so I just created a cute coupon code real quick. So 15% of any sales using the coupon code well, number one, there's a 50% coupon code. It's WE15 that I just posted. That's for any customer site-wide wants to get 15% off our site. You get 15% off. And then you guys will get 15% off, and 50% of the revenue. So total 30% all in for me. 15% of revenues will go back to you guys for the form of direct deposit. I'll need to get your tax ID and stuff. But so, and that is where like I want to support people that, okay, the customer will get 15% off, and they know they're giving to a good cause, and you guys will get 15% of the proceeds on a monthly basis. I'd like you to be the first one to start this whole Boots on the Ground veteran nonprofit arm, whatever. And that's what I was just thinking, this be perfect. So that's what I just posted. It's active. You guys want to buy something, anything on the site, 15% off, and then you guys will get 15% on a monthly basis ongoing. And so you want to deploy your marketing however you want to do, that's fine. And I will do the same. But I do think that I want to support people that support. Actually, their money goes towards people. Then rather goes in a brokerage account and earns $5 million a year and doesn't do anything but sit there. And anyway, but
I guess.
but yeah, no. So I just posted it right now. I hope that people use it. And you guys can use it however you want. I'll give you access to our influencer dashboard. You can track your sales and your commission, so you can see what's going to the nonprofit. But I think it's a thing. I'm trying to have marketing material coming out in the next week or so for select nonprofits that be part of it. And I really want to Boots on the Ground. Our product is best served in person. And so that's my mission. So expand the program. So
You're an absolute inspiration and blessing, brother. And we appreciate you. There's a lot of people chiming in right now. James, we got to get into communications as well. I've been talking to him this last week. That same conversation's happening. Thank you, Mike, for that amazing. That is a gift. That is how ultimately at the end of the day we get to take care of veterans and first responders and get the mission and the word out. What an amazing! I'm in awe, shock and awe. I just thank you. From the beginning.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure.
I can't tell you, and we don't do a good enough job of shouting out the amazing things people do, even though that's what we do. Because we do want to celebrate the positives. We don't get tied up into the negatives. Don't get me wrong, I have my moments, and I was challenged this last week, but I'm done with it. And we will definitely not forget the tacos. We need to do like a little hidden taco thing sometime during the show every time, and or have a taco run across the screen or something. But it is essential. Again, we turn around and have these conversations and turn around and say, look what Bottle Breacher is doing and making a difference. Because here's the deal. When some people sometimes say, well, why do you share publicly all the things you're doing? Why can't you just do it out of the grace? You're right. We could. I wish we only had to do it by the grace of doing it. But why we present it is to show other people that people are out there helping people, because they don't get the big picture. And so if we're doing it, someone else should be doing it. And that's our philosophy. I don't do it to bring recognition to me, or Andrew doesn't do it to bring recognition. None of the people on the screen do it to gain recognition for the purpose of it. We're doing it to show you that people can be boots on the ground making a difference for other people. That's what it comes down to. Boom.
That's awesome.
Well, we're at the 7:30. Should we get another song in? Let's hear what's next through it.
If you want to. So when I moved to Nashville, they told us that I had to write, to be successful as a songwriter, you had to write these certain topics of songs